And it hurts me as the young me and to know, but not really the adult me. And I understand. It is, I still need to overwork my own trauma with that situation.
Yeah.
It just so.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. Know what time it is.
I want to speak to R.Kelly. Again, I know you haven't watched Surviving R.Kelly, but he is currently locked up for 30 years for trafficking underage girls.
Yep.
He, of course, had 3 different cases. One dropped, one convicted him of 30 years, the other's looking for 25 years. He's still here. What are your thoughts, as far as when you're going through that scenario?
My thoughts is for the female or the victims that he hurted. And as a human being, I'm on their side, because if somebody was to do that for somebody he cared about, then he should understand other people care about other people too. And wrong is wrong, regardless. And it hurts me as the young me and to know, but not really the adult me. And I understand. It is, I still need to overwork my own trauma with that situation.
Yeah.
It just, so it's kind of hard to really say on that matter as much.
I have to ask you then, I think you were able to speak with Azriel Clary's father.
Yep.
Just yesterday.
Yep.
How was that conversation? I mean, do you know the story of Azriel Clary? She was one of the 2 who actually, even during his trial, was basically live-in. They were there still up until a certain point, but they were actually there fighting for him. They were on Gayle King, trying to defend his name, defend his honor. How was it talking to her father, and what are your thoughts of her? Because I believe she's way younger than you.
Yeah.
And she, of course, was, in a relationship with R.Kelly. What are your thoughts as far as talking to her father, and also what the situation she went through and probably is still going through?
For talking with him, I felt remorseful on behalf of my father as far as father and daughter love. And I still feel that way, that remorse for his victims, like I done it myself, even though I didn't. And also, I stand out. My mom was a victim of him too. So I just see my mom and these many females or many people that he hurted. And far as seeing that I had to Google her, so to know that she still had his side, but it's a thing called the Stockholm syndrome. So I'm pretty sure that's where she probably got that admiration for him, from that Stockholm syndrome.
Right. What do you feel? Aaliyah's not here to speak for herself as far as what she was going through at that time. Mm-hmm. But what are your thoughts as far as people in the music industry taking advantage of either people that's younger or less fortunate, with less money, with less power? What are your thoughts on that type of mechanism going on in the music industry, or just in the entertainment industry in general?
Weak people target weak people or strong people, and I don't get it. From a human standpoint, I don't get it, and I see the wrong in it. And people like my father deserve to be locked up or punished for their crimes. It's certain things you don't do. It's certain things you should strive not to do. And because of that power, or the power they think that they have, they succumb to a lot of things that made them weak.
Exactly. So I have to then ask, R.Kelly himself has stated that, he was molested at a young age. He's been open about that.
Yeah.
His brother, who was on the documentary, confirmed that, we had an older family member
Sister.
I'm
disappointed with her too, actually.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Because this kind of forms the man to be who he is in a sense.
Yeah. Because the thing is, it's hard, because as a grown up, I'm like, well, why would you do that to your own? Why would you do that to kids, period? And for you to do that, because I know I wouldn't be here. So I'm just saying from as an adult standpoint, why would you do that as a sister, as an older one? Because I know she was like a teenager too, but she was older and she should know better. And I'm like, where did the root of this came from? And was it somebody else did it to her? And then the next one is like, where do we stop? And these people need help. And I resent her for doing that to him. And also I resent him to doing that to other people.